My own country, Burkina Faso, we too saw dark days. We saw fields left untended, villages abandoned, marketplaces silent, not because the people forgot how to farm, but because they could no longer walk freely on their own land. There were groups moving with herds, crossing lands without respect for boundaries, allowing their animals to consume the sweat of farmers, and using fear as a weapon. It was not simply the loss of crops that hurt us, it was the loss of trust, the feeling that the earth was no longer ours to work. Many stayed away from their fields, and when the hands that feed a nation are forced to stay idle, hunger becomes a shadow over every home. But my people decided, enough. We rose not with anger alone, but with the understanding that no foreign force, no organized pressure, no calculated fear should dictate our right to live from our land. We organized our communities, we defended our farmers, we stood together until the land was free again to produce without fear. And now I look at Nigeria, and I see a familiar struggle. I see farmers in the north, the middle belt, the south, men and women who once walked to their fields with joy, now going with unease or not going at all. I see fertile land that could feed millions, lying in silence. And I see the danger that when the fields are empty, another hand will arrive with the so-called solution, the seed that cannot be replanted, the food that is not truly yours. This is why I tell you, what is happening is not by accident. It is a chain of events designed to break the independence of Africa's food system. They weaken the farmer with fear, they weaken the soil with neglect, and then they enter with their gift that costs more than gold. Burkina Faso learned that we cannot wait for others to save us. We cannot wait for outside help to restore our dignity. We had to protect our land, our crops, our herds, and our farmers ourselves. And we did. It was not easy, but it was necessary. Nigeria must do the same. Your land is rich, your people are strong, and your history is proof that when you decide to rise, nothing can hold you down. This is the time to rise not just for yourselves, but for the farmers in Ghana, in Mali, in Chad, in Niger, and across Africa who are watching and hoping. Do not think this is only about today's harvest. No, it is about the future of your children and grandchildren. If we surrender our seeds today, they will inherit dependency tomorrow. If we protect our seeds today, they will inherit freedom tomorrow. And this is why the GMO plan is dangerous. It looks harmless, even helpful, but in reality, it is the slow surrender. It is a way of saying to Africa, your soil is no longer your power, your rain is no longer your blessing, your food is no longer your choice. We in Burkina Faso faced those who tried to disrupt our way of life. We stood together, farmers, herders, traders, leaders, and we found solutions rooted in unity, dialogue, and community defense. We restored the dignity of working the land without fear. Nigeria, you too can do it. You too can protect your farmers. You too can ensure that the seeds God gave you are never replaced with seeds that come with conditions. Because when you control your seeds, you control your future. When you control your food, you control your destiny. And when you control your destiny, no one writes your story for you. Thank you for your time. And I tell you, my brothers and sisters, this truth is written in the soil of Africa. Our enemies know it, and that is why they strike at the roots. Not just the trees, not just the harvest, but the very courage of the farmer to plant. Because the day we control our food is the day no one controls us again.